Have you ever wondered who the wealthiest individual in history might be? Meet Musa the First of Mali, or as he's more famously known, Mansa Musa. The man whose staggering wealth has left today's billionaires far behind. Mansa Musa's leadership saw Northwest Africa not just thrive, but integrate into the Islamic world, altering the region's culture and landscape forever. So, let's dive into the life and legacy of Mansa Musa. Mansa Musa, a direct descendant of Sundiata, the founder of the Mali dynasty, ascended to the throne in 1307. Within 17 years, he embarked on a pilgrimage to Mecca that would forever etch his name in the annals of history and expose the extraordinary wealth of Mali to the world. The splendor of his journey was so grand that Arab chroniclers compared it to the dazzling African sun. From the capital in Niani on the upper Niger River, his journey took him through Walata, to Wat, and finally to Cairo. His regal procession was a sight to behold, consisting of 60,000 men, including a personal retinue of 12,000 enslaved persons, all draped in Persian silk and opulent brocade. Mansa Musa, riding majestically on his horse, was preceded by 500 enslaved individuals, each holding a staff adorned with gold. Not to be outdone, 80 camels formed his baggage train, each laden with 300 pounds of gold. Mansa Musa was known for his exceptional generosity and devout piety, which left a lasting impact wherever he journeyed. His followers, attired in the finest of clothes, exhibited exemplary behavior that only amplified the charm of his entourage. Mansa Musa's visit to Cairo is a highlight worth noting. Under the rule of the eminent Mamluk Sultan, Al-Malik al-Nasser, the city was spellbound by the Black Emperor's civility despite a potential diplomatic run-in due to Mansa Musa's deep religious engagements. One significant event that echoes through history is Mansa Musa's immense expenditure during his stay in Cairo. His unrestrained distribution of gold sent shockwaves through Cairo's economy, so much so that it led to a drastic devaluation of gold in the local market, a repercussion that lingered for about 12 years after his visit. This episode became so ingrained in the city's collective memory that, even a decade later, historian Al-Umari discovered the locals continuing to sing praises of Mansa Musa. On his journey, Mansa Musa acquired the expansive territory of Gao, a significant portion of the Songhai kingdom, thereby extending his domain to the southern edge of the Sahara Desert along the Niger River bend. His burgeoning empire would eventually encompass regions that today make up Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, and Mauritania, along with his native Mali, painting a picture of a vast and diverse domain under his rule. Gao held a special place in Mansa Musa's reign. In this territory, nestled within present-day Mali, this ruler constructed one of his many grand mosques following his renowned Hajj. Timbuktu, a flourishing trade center of the era, also gained prominence under Mansa Musa. Utilizing his immense wealth, he erected schools, universities, libraries, and mosques, transforming the city into a beacon of education and religious activities. His architectural masterpiece, the Djinn Djerba Mosque, built from mud brick and wood, remains a testament to his reign and influence. Despite the passage of time, the mosque stands strong, serving its purpose for more than half a millennium. It was only after his pilgrimage to Mecca that word of Mansa Musa's enormous wealth, benevolent rule, and influential power reached beyond Africa. Tales of his sizable convoy, lavish generosity, and his untold wealth have been passed down through generations long after his death, believed to have occurred between 1332 and 1337. By the late 14th century, Mansa Musa's fame had reached the shores of medieval Europe. The 1375 Catalan Atlas, an invaluable resource for navigators of the era, crafted by the Spanish cartographer Abraham Crescas, depicted Mansa Musa in all his glory, seated on a throne, adorned with a crown, clutching a golden scepter in one hand and a gold nugget in the other. The image is a vivid testament to his expansive wealth and influence. Mansa Musa's legacy is a tale of a ruler whose wealth was matched only by his foresight and wisdom. From amassing precious natural resources to fostering growth and development in the communities under his rule, Mansa Musa's legend transcends time and place. His story rivals that of any fictional character, including the renowned Black Panther, revealing the true measure of his grandeur. Now, you might be thinking, how rich was Mansa Musa exactly? As far as wealth goes, it is nearly impossible to quantify the riches that Musa had during his lifetime. The vastness of Musa's land and material holdings was simply staggering. University of Michigan Associate History Professor Rudolf Ware, while discussing the magnitude of Musa's wealth and time, explained that his wealth seems almost unfathomable today. He stated, "Imagine as much gold as you think a human being could possess and double it. That's what all the accounts are trying to communicate." His wealth was so unprecedented that Ware further added, "This is the richest guy anyone has ever seen." Such was the astonishing wealth of Mansa Musa, a wealth that seems almost surreal, yet very much a reality of the world he lived in. Today, some resources say that his net worth was over $400 billion, but historians such as Hadrian Collett have argued that Musa's wealth is impossible to calculate accurately. Contemporary Arabic sources may have been trying to convey that Musa had more gold than they thought possible, rather than attempting to provide a precise figure. Furthermore, it is challenging to meaningfully compare the wealth of historical figures such as Mansa Musa due to the difficulty of separating a monarch's personal wealth from the state's wealth, and the challenge of comparing wealth in highly disparate societies. However, it is believed that Musa may have brought as much as 18 tons of gold on his hajj, the value of which would equate to over $957 million in 2022. To further the perception of his boundless fortune, Musa himself promulgated rumors that gold grew like a plant in his kingdom. This statement showed Musa's perception of his wealth and how it compared to others of the period. So, this was all about the Mansa Musa, the legendary figure whose legacy continues to live on throughout history. His life and times continue to serve as an inspiration to this day, epitomizing a ruler who was as generous with his wealth as he was wise in his rule. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Also, let us know in the comments if you want to see more videos on similar topics. Goodbye until next time.